Okay, we are live. Stephen Farrell here, Northern Utah Jobs. I'm with Heidi Bencomo, the staffing recruiter out of the Elwood, Logan, Utah branch. Hi, Heidi.
Hi, Stephen.
And then I'm here with Eric Johnson, one of the branch managers in Ogden. Wow, that was good. I like that. And we're gonna have a fun time today. We've got a great panel here, and I want to first just quickly highlight that Elwood Staffing has benefits, health, dental, and vision available to you day one. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, you're the branch manager, Eric. I'm just the regional. I know nothing, but yeah. Hopefully I got that one right. Can our associates enroll in benefits day one?
They can enroll day one. Sometimes it takes a pay period for those to kick in. If they come in and do the paperwork, then immediately start, it might take a pay period, but yeah, the day you register, you have the option to elect into benefits, and if you choose them,
so it's a kind of a
then it's a matter of just starting to work and having the payroll in order for them to deduct. So yeah, that kicks in pretty immediately if you make that, if you want that right off the bat and you make that election right off the bat. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, and that's it's a big deal. Not every agency out there has benefits available day one, and certainly not the comprehensive coverage that you can get through Elwood Staffing. Just because we're a almost $1 billion company, 200 branches nationwide. We've got some buying power when it comes to insurance premiums, and they're super affordable. I don't know, between Heidi and Eric, any thoughts on what's the cost, on average per paycheck for an individual and then maybe a family?
To be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure. I do have a lot of people coming in that they say that it's a lot cheaper than some of the other private companies that they've had to go through. So I know that a lot of the associates that we talk to here in the office, once we show them those benefits, that is something that they commonly opt in for, just because it is cheaper than some of the other private companies around.
Yeah. Eric, what about you? Any thoughts there?
Yeah, like I said, I don't remember the exact amounts, but yeah, people that have gone out in the marketplace or had other ways they've had to look at benefit options. A lot of people do choose to elect if they're in need. And I know that they come out, we pay weekly, so the premiums come out weekly. So,
well, I happen to know.
Okay. Well, you
guys both failed miserably. It's around $12 to $15 a paycheck per person. For a individual. If you're a family, you're looking at $50 to $90 a check, depending on how deep coverage you need, how many people covered in your family. Like a family of 4 is probably around $60 mark. And of course, that changes every year. It's only gotten better each year. So health, dental, vision available day one. You can also just opt into like the minimum essential coverage, program that's even cheaper. Just covers the catastrophic type of things and maybe, preventative checkups. And then in addition to health benefits, dental, vision on day one with Elwood Staffing, you can actually qualify for holiday pay, 6 holidays per year. Woo! We got Columbus Day coming up. That one's not qualified. Sorry. I guess Columbus didn't make the cut. But all the 6 major holidays, as an Elwood employee, you can get paid for those holidays. You just have to meet working criteria. You have to work a certain amount of hours that year to qualify. Easy to hit. But yeah, you can also get 6 days of holiday pay. Eric, I'm pretty sure you process a lot of holiday pay every time there's a holiday that comes around.
We had Labor Day just a month or so ago, so that was the last holiday. And yeah, we have multiple, I don't remember the exact amount, but we had multiple employees at multiple customers of ours that qualified for that. It's just an extra 8 hours of pay. Even if you're at an employer or in a position where you work on the holiday, you're still paid for it regardless. It's just, like I said, extra 8 hours of pay at your regular pay rate, as long as you meet the criteria. So,
well, thank you. I didn't realize it was going to jump on the screen here so quickly. I do want to share, we have a virtual job party. Oh my gosh. We have a virtual job party. This graphic just jumped on the screen this Friday, October 9th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So if you're looking for a company that has benefits day one, you're looking for a company where you can get paid holidays, And when it comes to a staffing company, to have all those things before you get hired on to your permanent position with one of our premier clients. This is going to be a great springboard for you. This Friday, you're going to be able to interact with some of the best companies out there, with the HR managers, the recruiters, some members of our team. And it'll be a 3-hour event. You're going to be exposed to lots of different opportunities, and you'll be able to interact with these individuals, and hopefully, leave the event with a job offer. We had a lot of people interview. Heidi, if you don't mind, I'd like to put you on the spot. What are some of the things that you witnessed during these events, after the events with job seekers? What were some of the cool things that you noticed?
So we did have a lot of inflow from applicants going through there. It was really unique for them to be able to talk to the HR managers or even see their point of view on it as far as what it's like working with the company. So we do get a lot of common questions coming in, like what kind of jobs are available, that kind of things. But we also, one of the unique things about these job parties is that we get people coming in saying, hey, I saw this HR manager over there. Do you have any skilled positions? And we actually do. We have quite a few different skilled positions. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people don't realize. And with our job fairs, it's a great opportunity for you to get information about those skilled positions.
Yeah, I was just surprised by the amount of inflow that you mentioned. People coming in, looking for jobs. I lost count after 150 of people that, were placed out on jobs because of the last two hiring events, these job parties. So if you're looking for a job.
Now that you mention it, I do have a specific folder that is just for hiring events. And let me just show you this. This was the inflow just from this last hiring event that we got with job applicants. So there's about 30 in here just from the last one that we did just a few weeks ago. And then that doesn't mention just the regular applicants that I get on a daily basis. So that's specific to these job fairs. It's actually a really unique way of getting applicants. And a lot of people, they're sending their resumes for like the skilled positions that I talked about, but we do get a lot of phone calls and just private messages where if you don't have that kind of experience, this is a great opportunity to get in on an entry-level position.
Yeah, that's amazing. All right, so save the date, RSVP in any one of these groups that this video has gone live out of. There should be an announcement at the top of the group for the event. You can RSVP, or you can just search Facebook job party, and only this one will pull up, and the last two that we did, because nobody else is doing it. For you HR managers out there that are asking what the heck is my staffing company doing to find me people? Well, they're definitely not doing a Facebook job party, and we are. So just something to think about. All right. So with that, what I'd like to do is highlight some of the openings that we have right now in your branch, Heidi, as well as your branch, Eric. And let's talk about just maybe our top 3 openings, pay, shift, and what people could do to apply. And then we'll wrap this up. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Perfect.
All right, Eric, you're up.
Okay. So I'll talk about my branch, but I'll talk just for a second about just Weber Davis County in general, since we weren't able to have anybody on from our.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, branches just to the north and to the south of me, but the main customers we're recruiting for here in the 30th Street office, and you can always call us 801-621-2770 or text. We are still have openings at Alphia, pet food manufacturing, 12-hour shifts. They're in the process of moving to rotating shifts, $14 to $17 an hour, depending on the position and the shift. So days and nights, machine operator and laborer positions. Some of those machine operator positions require some forklift experience too, because you'll do that as part of the job, and eventually it could grow into being a full-time or primarily forklift operator as well. So there's still opportunities for overtime at Alphia. Like I said, they're trying to go the rotating shift to manage that a little bit. But like anything, when you're doing something new, it's sometimes 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Or there's still times where somebody on the opposite shift of you might need a night off or a day off. So there's still plenty of overtime opportunities out there. And then, of course, our offices here in the Ogden area are always recruiting for Autoliv. We get production, manufacturing, and warehousing positions out there that are in the 16 to 1728 range, depending on shift. Those positions do require the ability to pass a pre-employment physical. And then my office also helps with one of our vendors out at Autoliv, Yes Quality, who does not require a physical. Those are inspection, sorting and inspecting product either before it's used in the production process or once it's been through the production process, just kind of that final stamp of approval. So those positions are a little more attention to detail focused, a little less physically focused. Those positions pay $12 to $12.96, and they can be part-time or full-time. So they're either they can be 4 hours a day or shift or 8 hours a shift.
If I could mention there, sorry, Eric, to interrupt. You know, Autoliv. Most people probably they've seen the news, the positive press, but Autoliv increased their wages. And when it comes to temp to hire, there was always a little bit of a gap on wages. You know, just because this was the price of entry, you had to learn the ropes, learn the position, and then once you get hired onto Autoliv, you'd get paid more. Well, now they raised the wages, so it's even. Not only did they raise the wages internally, but they raised them for temp to hire, so you would be making the same. Now there's not an increase when you get promoted. You just get onto their benefits package and PTO and all that fun stuff. And so right now, you know, you went from $13.25 an hour to $16 an hour on the day shift and $14.31 on the swing shift and gray shifts to $17.28 per hour. So this is a huge jump. It's really, you know, I'm sure it was not an easy decision to raise your wages so high, so drastically, but Autoliv did it, and we've received such a positive response from the community, and a lot of people are applying and trying to get into Autoliv, and you know, it's not always about wage, obviously. Like it's all about the work-life balance and the type of work. But if you're in the light industrial space and you really enjoy what you do and you want to make your next career move, you definitely need to check out Autoliv to see if that's a good fit for you. We have lots of other companies at Elwood that have been raising their wages just as fast as Autoliv, and because they want to stay, you know, competitive. They want to make sure, you know, you can, you know, pay isn't an issue when choosing the right company, and you know that you'll be happy where you work and you know, be good with the wages that you make. So sorry, I went off a tangent there, but it was really cool to see Autoliv raise their wages, NV raise their wages, Lifetime raise their wages. Another large company in Ogden, you know, they'll be announcing an increase in their wages soon. I can't let the name out yet, but it's coming any day, and it's just very positive to see that people are you know, getting those increased wages.
Yeah, it's really good for the people that are looking to change jobs. So,
yep.
You know, maybe I'm really interested. I've always been interested in going to Autoliv, but I've been at my current employer for a few years, so I've had a couple of pay increases. And like you said, that old entry rate, $13.25, $14.31, maybe I'm making a little more than that. So I'm really not sure if I want to leave my existing employer, even though I'm looking for a growth opportunity, but I can't do it for something similar or maybe something less. But like you said, now that, you know, between them and raising their starting wage and then also having our employees start at the starting wage, you know, like that was almost like a
right,
like you mentioned, almost $3 an hour. Between the two increases, you know, that makes it a lot easier for somebody who was like making that 13 to 14 range to say, okay, maybe I can justify now leaving the security of my current employer for this growth opportunity for this place I really want to go to, because fiscally it makes sense as well. So
yeah, exactly. Good point. Okay. Anything else, Eric?
Also, for those of you, we always talk about the light industrial space, but out of my office, we do have a clerical customer that we have a few openings with right now. They are support positions with the operations center of a local credit union. Those positions are in the 11 to 1250 space. So they are a little more on the entry level side, but you're looking to get, you know, maybe take your customer service experience and try to take it into a more traditional clerical environment. Maybe you worked retail or, you know, phone-based customer service or call center. but you're trying to grow in a different direction, or maybe you've done some part-time stuff, reception, or school level or something, and this would be, like I said, a step in the right direction pay-wise. We do have those openings as well. Those customers always, clerical customers always want to see a resume, so we do need to have a current resume available. And because this particular customer is in the financial space, they do have some background criteria. That's a pretty. They're looking for a pretty clean background, and we do also have to do a credit check. Credit check is not looking to see, is your score at least this much, like a certain number over or under. It's looking more at like payment history, especially the last 24 months. There's collection activity, things like that. So if you feel comfortable with that information, or at least having that information being reviewed, sometimes if somebody had a bad situation, but it was medical related or student loan related, that's looked at a little differently than I went and bought a $40,000 car as part of my midlife crisis, so the situations can be taken into account to some degree.
Wait, hold on. Did I do that recently? No, it wasn't 40.
You haven't made it quite yet.
Yeah.
So, so we do, like I said, we get some, and these are, like I said, support positions, not working face to face with the public. You are dealing with the public, sometimes having calls transferred to your department and helping people with information about like where their mortgage loan is at, where their packet is at, if certain documentation's been received yet, things like that. What are the current rates? But it's, like I said, it's mostly behind the scenes type of support stuff versus front and center. So if you feel comfortable with that type of customer service, we have some openings of that nature as well.
Awesome. Okay. Well, we'll pause there, Eric. We'll give Heidi some space to talk about her openings in Cache Valley. Heidi.
We have some great opportunities right now. So we've got some part-time and full-time positions. Our part-time positions generally are later in the evening, only 3 to 6 hours a day, so it's not very long. It works very well for people who are just looking for some extra income, or maybe some students that are looking to do something after school, something that would work a little bit better with your schedule. We do have those part-time positions available right now. In the south end of Logan. We do have a lot of positions up north. So anybody at the north end of the valley where you're watching this and you're thinking, Ogden's a little too far of a drive, or maybe Brigham's a little too far of a drive, we do have things farther to the north end of the valley. We've got food production positions. We've got general production positions. And all of these are entry level. One of the amazing things about going through a staffing agency or going through Elwood Staffing is that we can help get your foot in the door. So if that's something where you would like to work into, maybe a production position that you haven't done before, you want to kind of test the waters that way, this is a great opportunity for you. I do have several different positions up to the north, starting from $12.75 an hour all the way up to $15.37 an hour. And at my position in Lewiston, every other Sunday when you're working, because you'll end up working every other Sunday, or you can sign up to do every Sunday, but on Sundays it is double time. So you'll be making $30.74 on Sundays, which is an amazing opportunity for some additional money. We have employees out there where just working that extra Sunday increases their paychecks $200 to $300 a paycheck. So it's a really great opportunity out there. This company truly cares. There are growth opportunities. So even though the starting wage is $15.37, after you finish your first qualifying skills block, which is just a packet that you have to go through with your machines, it just shows that you can be left alone to do your machines. It shows that you finished your training. As soon as you finish that training, you bump up to $15.93 an hour. And then as soon as you get that one done, they give you the next qualifying skills block to do. So there's always constant improvement that you can do there. There's constant growth there. You can go into supervising positions. You can go into managerial positions. I mean, it really is a wonderful company to work for. And again, when you work Sundays, you get double time, which is $30.74 an hour, which is awesome.
That's insane. Okay, real quick, I'm going to pause here. We have a comment here, Alejandro, I believe. What does the job NB do? So I'll let Eric answer that. I can just highlight that it's composite manufacturing, very niche type of work, fun culture, really ideal for the hobbyist that loves mountain biking. But Eric, maybe you can give a little bit more context there.
A little more. Like our our neighbors to the north, our 12th Street office, work a little more closely with the team at MV than I do. Like I said, it is composites manufacturing, high-end bicycle components. I'm not sure if this drove Alejandro to it. And I know you mentioned this, I think, on one of maybe the live we did on Friday, Stephen, but Envy recently had increased their wages as well. They take their base wage up $3 an hour. But yeah, it's a smaller shop. It's not mom and pop, but it's not as big as some of these customers we've talked about, Lifetime or Autoliv. So if it's definitely team driven because of that, which is good for a lot of people, but also attendance and performance, those things are even more critical when you're in a very team driven environment and you don't have 100 production lines. You have 6 or 8 people in a department, and then it goes on to the next department. But I know people that have gone to the ATC who get the composites training. The OWATC here in Ogden has a composites program. This is one of the employers in the area that's hiring for those types of positions, so it's great for that. But you don't have to necessarily have that composites experience.
Right.
But yeah, mix of machine operation and hands-on type production. But it's very, very expensive equipment, so attention to detail is strong and necessary, and the ability to learn quickly and get up to speed as well.
Yeah. Thank you. Heidi, anything else you want to add on openings in Cache Valley?
There's just a lot of different openings. We have skilled labor positions. We have entry-level positions. So if there's really something that you're wanting to get into that maybe you haven't had the best of luck getting into, with everybody flooding the workforce again, trying to get back to work after the whole COVID crisis. So if that's something where you are having a hard time getting into one of these companies, just let me know. I will do everything in my power to get you a job.
She will too. She's good at it.
That's what I do best.
All right. So just to summarize for today, we offer benefits, health, dental, vision, day one at Elwood Staffing, and they're very affordable, comprehensive benefits, and we offer holiday pay up to 6 holidays per year. And this is just to help get you through the short, temp to hire basis of integrating, into one of our awesome client companies. And then speaking of our client companies, we have a lot of openings. We have 100 different openings that you can just navigate through. And the idea is to design your own shift, design your perfect job within the light industrial space and even the clerical administrative side. Like Eric mentioned, he's got some openings in the mortgage servicing, business. And you can just give us a call, tell us your schedule, tell us what you need to make, tell us what type of work you're interested in. And we're just going to take all that information in, and we're going to line it up with 2 or 3 opportunities that would be a close fit, and then let you pick the one that you decide is going to be the one you want to move forward with. In addition to the openings we have, again, we've got a lot, like just highlights a few above, big ranges, lots of different positions. You can click on elwoodjobs.com, go through them, but even better, call us, call any one of our offices, and we'll just intake all that info for you and find out what's the best fit. In addition to those 2 things, we have our Facebook job party, virtual job party this Friday, 11 to 2. It's a 3-hour event, and it's going to just be a jam-packed event. Great HR managers and recruiters that'll be on there that you'll get to interact with, learn about their company, their culture, their openings, and how you can get on board. So that is going to be this Friday, October 9th. You do not want to miss it, 11 to 2. Wow, we're going on 25 minutes here, Eric and Heidi. Didn't I say it was going to be short?
I was going to say something, but I decided to be nice because I'm a nice person.
A quick 25 minutes.
Quick 25 minutes. Well, there's so much to talk about, and there's so many opportunities out there that, you can't really blame us for going.
I could just go on for you could go another 25.
Well, if we talked about all the jobs, but I think we should probably keep that until the virtual job fair that's on Friday, because this is supposed to be a sneak peek, Stephen. We're not supposed to be telling them everything unless, they want to call and get a job now.
Right. Well, I appreciate those of you that have stayed this entire 25 minutes and those that are replaying this and skipping around and you've got to this point. Again, we have the jobs. We are the front door of the best companies in Northern Utah, the best positions, and we're going to help you navigate to those openings. So call us today, apply online at elwoodjobs.com. And oh, by the way, for you staffing recruiters out there that are watching this from other companies, I know you want to work for the best. I know you want to bleed purple, and you probably bleed purple every day, and you're in a red environment, right? Not happy with the company you're working for, and you want to come work for the best. So I'm going to invite you to apply. Send me your resume, stephen.farrell@elwoodstaffing.com. Let me throw that up on the screen here, and I want you to tell me why you'd be a good fit. Highlight some of your experiences, highlight your future career growth plans. We have openings, staffing recruiters, staffing assistants. We have seasonal openings for both of those positions. We have on-site positions, managers and specialists. We have an on-site administrative position, clerical position, and many more. And so if you like the staffing industry, you like recruiting, you just don't like the company you work for, give me a call. There's my email, stephen.farrell@elwoodstaffing.com, and let's chat. We want the best of the best, and I know those of you, there's 4 viewers right now. They're all recruiters, those 4 right now, Heidi, and they want to come on board. They're maybe a little scared. So check your non-competes, see if it fits within alignment working in the Ogden-Layton market, and let's get you hired.
And Elwood Staffing is amazing, and Steven's a great boss to work for. He's been amazing to work for. Actually, everybody here is amazing to work with. We talk with our national team on a daily basis, which just is unheard of in the staffing agency. We have so much support behind us. There's so many people that I know by first name that I've been talking to in Elwood Staffing, and it really is. It's a great company to work for, a great opportunity, and I can guarantee you that Steven will look through every resume individually and put time and attention into every one of them.
Oh, now you're making promises for me. This is bad. I'm going to get in trouble.
And I'll hold you to it, Steven.
Am I supposed to give you a raise after that nice boss compliment?
Absolutely.
I knew that would cost me. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a fantastic Tuesday. ElwoodJobs.com. Don't forget about our job fair this Friday, 11 to 2. Bye.
Bye, guys.